Yeah, you guys, back with another video. Just found a video talking about Trump deep space, basically, and the space force that he was talking about. That I told y'all, the reason why he's doing this in the first place. And now, I told you guys. Well, he said that they were going to, do a space force and everything. He wanted to have a space force by this year, basically. And guess what happened? They canceled it. They canceled the Space Force when Trump. You know what? I'm gonna let y'all watch this for a little bit so I can get a better understanding. This is by Feed Your Mind.
To Feed Your Mind, and today we will discuss how both NASA and SpaceX have canceled their plans to launch people into space for the first time since 1972. And so it's been 47 years since the last time humans have been to space. And NASA had previous plans to send mankind back into space in 2018, and so did SpaceX. But with NASA's plans, it was initially a unmanned test trip that they were attempting to launch this year with the Orion project. But Trump pressured them to include astronauts on this test flight by 2018 because Trump really wants to get astronauts back into deep space for the first time since the Nixon administration. And so check out my NASA versus Trump playlist in order to catch up on everything. And so basically, NASA is working on this new rocket that will be able to get astronauts into deep space, and this is called the Orion mission. But after pressure from Trump to speed up the process and include astronauts in this test flight, NASA responded by not only canceling their test flight and delaying it until either 2019 or 2020, but they also refused Trump's request to include astronauts. They're insisting that astronauts will not be able to be included in this mission until around 2021 at the very earliest, but they're also saying that that probably won't happen either.
I just heard what he said. Trump wanted to put basically astronauts on the spaceship to go to space. But it seems that NASA refused it. And not only that, they canceled everything. Going to space, going to the moon, they canceled everything for this year. They pushed it until 2021 or 2019 or whatever. But he still he want people to go to space. So then they refusing to put humans on a spaceship. Now you see, I I told y'all. Now this is getting more deeper than what I thought. At first, I was telling y'all about what Trump wanted to do when he was talking about SpaceX. Not SpaceX, but Space Force traveling in the heavens, and and he was saying that going to their forbidden skies, and that they will not be forbidden for long. Stuff like that. And I told y'all what that was all about. Now it seems like it's more deeper than that. It seems like maybe Trump is doing this purposely to probably expose them, or he is probably just doing this purposely just because. But if you just look at everything, 40-some years ago when they done this, it was easy. They went to the moon easily. They showed it on TV easily. It was no problem, right? After that, they canceled it. For 47, 48 years, they canceled it. No one has been to space since then. Ask yourself, why? Why have they not been to space since 40, 50-some years now? Why has it been so long since they sent man to space or to the moon? Why they ain't do it anymore? Because they know that people are starting to wake up, especially now. They don't want to get exposed, so they have to cancel this stuff constantly, avoiding it, because they know people like me are awakened and watching. They know that if they launch their space stuff or whatever to space, that someone would try to record it. The rocket going to so-called space. Let's say, for instance, they launch their rocket at nighttime and the moon is right above the sky, right? But the rocket is going straight up, but then it tilts to the right. It tilts to the left, I mean. But the moon is this way, to the right. So, why are they going why are they going straight up but then tilting when the moon is straight up right there? Should they go straight up to the moon when it's right there in your face? Why they got the curve for it every time? They know that we are awakening. And we are hurting them. They know we are hurting them. That's why they can't do what they used to do to brainwash people back then in the 1970s, maybe 60s or whatever. Now, since we got better technology, but not only that, people are awakening. They can't do what they done before. That's why they haven't went back to space since then. That's why. Because if they were trying to do it again, if they were trying to go to space, let's say 2000 or 2001, let's say they were trying to go into space after they went to space in the 1970s or 60s, and then they tried again in the 2000s, we would notice certain things. We would notice things. And they don't want us to notice it. They don't want it to get out there, so they canceling this stuff now. Especially when Trump said he wanted to send astronauts on it, they definitely canceled it. Because guess what? You want to know why they canceled when he said he wanted astronauts on it? It's because they never put astronauts on these rockets in the first place. They faked it all, making y'all believe that they was really going into space, but they really wasn't. Them astronauts did not die when that spaceship exploded. None one of them died. They still alive. You can look it up. And it's real. It's not fake. But they know that we are awakening. So that's why they're trying to get this 5G and everything now to dumb us down even more. Killing us off slowly. Making us not be aware of things. They're doing this stuff purposely. But as far as the space stuff, I told y'all. On the outside of this dome, there's heaven. The government, elites, they all know. The only ones that don't know is you. You believe space. You believe galaxies. You believe what NASA told you. That's exactly what they want y'all to believe. They don't want y'all to know what's on the outside of this dome. They don't want y'all to know y'all live in the dome. That's the point of lying. The point of them lying to y'all, the reason why the flat earth theory is so important is because they don't want y'all to know that on the outside of this dome is heaven. Why is it so hard for you guys to believe? Y'all know something ain't right. Y'all know y'all government is lying to you. So, that means, even though y'all say y'all don't trust y'all government, y'all basically trust y'all government. Because if y'all didn't, y'all wouldn't believe space. Y'all wouldn't believe planets and galaxies. Y'all wouldn't trust them with that. Y'all would question that. So that means y'all trust them by believing what they told you. It's sad, but it's the truth. You trust your government because if you didn't, you would question space. You would question what I'm saying, and you would bring this up to the government. You will want the government to prove this to you You all have the power to do this. Why don't anyone on this earth, I mean a lot of people, why won't y'all contact NASA or the government, whatever, and ask them to make a rocket and all you guys is watching, and the rocket goes straight up instead of curving. Tell them to make the rocket go straight up into space. And see if they will do that. Y'all, this is why they don't want y'all to question anything. What does that sound like? It sounds like God. Don't question God, right? They're talking about them. They don't want y'all to question them. That's why they making y'all live in fear by telling you basically you will go to hell for everything. That if you question them or whatever, you will go to hell for it. If you expand your mind, you will go to hell. If you get out of the box that they got y'all in, you will go to hell. They're talking about themselves when they speak of not questioning things, not questioning God. They're talking about themselves. They're not talking about God, they're talking about them. They're saying to you, don't question them, but they say God instead. Why would God have "In God We Trust" on the back of a dollar bill? Why would God want you to have money, paper, to buy things? You have to go to work to earn money to live the life you want. And minimum wage ain't nothing. But God wants you to have money. Or is it man wants you to have money to make life hard for you to live? So that way no one will be equal. No one will be equal. You will all have different levels. You will have the poor, the rich, and the middle class or whatever. You will have different classes instead of everybody being on the same level. That's the point. They don't want no one to be on the same level, to be at peace and love. They want everybody to do what they want to do and to be a slave and to work for your dream, to live the life that you want. You have to work for it. Hard work, slavery work, draining your body, killing yourself work. But for some reason, y'all think that this is okay. Y'all think this is normal. That's why I say I feel like I'm alone on this earth. Because I feel like I'm the only one that thinks like this.
So it appears that NASA is trying to delay this whole plan for sending mankind to space until they figure out if Trump's going to even be in office for a second term. Because Trump is making it clear that he wants a manned deep space mission, preferably in his first term. But if it doesn't happen by then, I'm sure he will be continuing to push NASA to send mankind back into space in his second term. And so it seems like there's going to be delay after delay until they figure out if they even have to deal with him for a second term. It's pretty clear they do not want to send anybody to deep space.
Of course they don't want to send nobody to deep space. Because there is no deep space. That's why they don't want to send nobody to deep space. Because there is no deep space. That's why they canceled it when Trump wanted astronauts to get on these rockets. But NASA canceled it. Because he brought up astronauts. People. These things is not hidden. Everything is in plain sight. Everything is right in front of you. I don't understand why you all allow the government, allow these people to brainwash you. Y'all allow them to do these things to y'all. I'm trying to free your minds, expand it. Instead of living in fear, I'm trying to expand your minds. But y'all rather stay in this of what they taught y'all. Y'all don't want to expand it. Y'all want to stay in this and live the life they want y'all to live. While they look at you, you're working, and they're just watching you through cameras. Through this computer. Through this cell phone. Even this camera right here. Your TV. Outside. They got cameras everywhere. Watching everything you do. Listening to everything you talk about. Y'all allowing the government to take over this earth. And once they got everything set up to what they want, that's when it's going to be too late for y'all. Y'all letting the government progress into what they are trying to achieve. Once they do that, it's going to be too late for y'all to do anything about it. That's going to be the time where technology is so great to where none of y'all can do anything. They can kill y'all within an instant. Vaporize. They're going to bring out technology that you have never even seen. Within years, they're going to bring this stuff out. Decades, maybe. They already have technology that's beyond anything that you ever seen. They don't make these movies for no reason, like I said. It's not just made for entertainment. How do y'all think they come up with these ideas on these movies with higher technology? How do y'all think they came up with the idea of the higher technology that's in the movies? They didn't just come up with that stuff in their minds. They came up with it because they have it. That's how they put this stuff in movies. They already have the technology. They're just giving it to us slowly to make it seem like it's new, but it's not new. It's technology that we supposed to been have. We would live for a long time if they would have been brought this stuff out, but they didn't. They're doing it purposely. They have technology that's like fourth or fifth dimensional technology. You're only seeing third dimensional technology. It's getting more advanced, but this technology that we're getting is old. When it comes out, this laptop comes out, is already old. The TVs, the game systems is all old. It's already old. You people, when they come out with these 4K TVs, I want y'all to understand something. You know how we see things right now? And it looks dead. Everything around you look dark. It looks dead. It don't look realistic in our reality. It really doesn't. It looks... The way I see things, it don't look nice. It looks dead when you look at stuff. When you look at 4K TVs though, and you record this basement in 4K, how would it look? It would look amazing. It would look way better than what I'm seeing with my own eyes. I want y'all to understand something. Once again, these governments, elites, are dumbing y'all down so much. Sometimes I see 4K without looking at TV sometimes, and I'm serious. It would come in for seconds and then go back out. I want y'all to understand that when they bring out these 4K TVs and stuff, the stuff y'all seeing on 4K TVs is what y'all supposed to be seeing. They are giving y'all a glimpse of something that you were supposed to have already when you look at something. The world you see in 4K TVs, like when you look at a movie and it looks so amazing on it, and you got these regular DVDs that don't look like nothing but crap. The 4K TVs and the Blu-rays is how things supposed to look when you look at things in real life. But they dumb you down to third dimensional vision or second dimensional vision. That's why when we see things, it don't look as good as 4K. When we look on a TV, it looks amazing. But when you look outside of 4K into the real world, it looks dead and dry. The stuff you look on TV on 4K is how it's supposed to look on this earth. But they dumb you down into this dimension to the point where you only see two or third dimensional vision. This vision is old, it's nothing. Y'all don't understand that though. Why do y'all think they bringing out 4K? That's what you're supposed to be seeing for real. In reality, I ain't talking about no fantasy. I ain't talking about no TVs. That's what you're supposed to be seeing. That's how good your vision is. But they dumbed us down to see third dimensional vision. So they bring it out on TV screens to give you a vision that you were supposed to have, that you already have, but they dumbed you down to not see it. So when you look at a 4K TV, you're seeing something that you were supposed to see in reality. But you don't see it because it dumbs you down. So they give you a TV screen to enjoy it on. And it's sad because they gave you a TV of your ability. They gave a TV your ability. Just think about what I'm saying. They gave a television machine your abilities that your own eyes were supposed to be seeing in real life. But they dumbed us down with these shots, this food contaminating the air, water, all these things to not see that.